Then the beginning of 2017, Bruce Springsteen proclaimed himself and the E Street Band to be part of the new American resistance to the presidency of Donald Trump at a show in Perth, Australia. He's still a part of the resistance to the Trump presidency, judging by comments he made in a new interview with Esquire. Springsteen does not like what he perceives to be Trump's intent to pit groups of Americans against each other. The boss is not pulling any punches. Trump has no interest in uniting the country, really, and actually is an interest in doing the opposite and dividing us, which he does on an almost daily basis, Springsteen said. So that's simply a crime against humanity, as far as I'm concerned. It's an awful, awful message to send out into the world if you're in that job and in that position. It's just an ugly, awful message. You are intentionally trying to disenfranchise a large portion of Americans. I mean, you are simply... That's unforgivable. More, Bruce Springsteen on Broadway. Netflix trailer shows Boss up close and personal. The Boss criticizes Trump, but not by name, in Springsteen on Broadway. It's the only part of the music play that does not adhere to his memoir, Born to Run. And then there's just the rise of, whether it's the alt-right or the folks who were marching in Charlottesville with their tiki torches and all of that coming to the fore again, you know. Which our president was more than happy to play into and to play to. So these are folks who are invested in denying the idea of a united America and an America for all. It's a critical moment. This has come so far to the surface, and it's so toxic. And it appears to have a grip. And to be so powerful in a lot of people's lives at the moment. It's a scary moment for any conscientious American, I think. Springsteen went off script during the Tuesday, June 19, 2018 performance of Springsteen on Broadway to protest the Trump administration's immigration policy of separating children from their parents, detained for entering the country. Springsteen spoke at length that night to condemn the disgracefully inhumane and un-American treatment of the thousands of children who have been separated from their parents. Facebook, Twitter, Google+ Lincoln pro-Trump, anti-Murphy rally held in Middletown. Full-screen Larry Bracco of Manchester holds an American flag as he and others hold rally in Middletown. Area residents protested and rallied in front of the ShopRite shopping center in Middletown in favor of President Donald Trump and against the policies of New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy. Peter Ackerman, the changing face of the county, seems to be triggering what he calls un-American reactions. More, stop buying Trump's sizzle and Esquire's the steak letter. I think that a lot of what's going on has been a large group of people frightened by the changing face of the nation, Springsteen of Freehold said. There seems to be an awful lot of fear. The Founding Fathers were pretty good at confronting their fears and the fears of the country. And it's the old cliché where geniuses built the system so an idiot could run it. We are completely testing that theory at this very moment. I do believe we'll survive Trump. But I don't know if I see a unifying figure on the horizon. That worries me. Because the partisanship and the country being split down the middle is something that's gravely dangerous. Let people view themselves as Americans first, that the basic founding principles of the country could be adhered to, whether it's equality or social justice. Let people give each other the chance. Springsteen